Are you tired of going on multiple dates without being able to tell whether or not they are the right ones for you? Welcome, because this video will give you tips and hacks on how to find out whether or not the man or woman you have gone on a date with is the right person for you right from the first date. Typically, when people go on dates, it's a time for you to evaluate the other person to see if they truly fit into your definition of an ideal man or an ideal woman or a potential partner that you intend to spend the rest of your life with. So it's not just a time to eat good food, check out new restaurants. It's an audition. A day is an audition, and you need to treat it as that. You need to ask the right questions, you need to look out for the right things, and that is what this video is about, to help you find out whether or not that person is the right one for you. Okay? Here are measures to help you find out if the person you are sitting with on this date is the right one for you. Number one, you need to ask yourself, do they embody the qualities that I want in a man or in a woman? So, for example, if you're a lady who was gonna with a man, you want to find out, is he kind? Does he have integrity? Is he empathetic? Is he caring? Does he, is he somebody who fits into the qualities that you want in a man? Another question you're going to ask me is, Esther, how will I know that? The first date is very, very simple. Here's how you know. Ask them questions about life, about events, about things that they enjoy doing, and listen to the answers that they give you. That's how to know if their stories doesn't come across, as possessing all of the qualities that you need in a man, because they'll tell you about themselves, and you can tell from their stories whether or not they're kind, whether or not they show empathy, whether they have integrity or not. It will be all in the stories and in the answers that they give you. Another thing to look out for on this date is to find out whether or not your belief systems or your value systems align. And you can know this by asking them scenario-based questions. What was the time when you did X? Or how did you react when something? Ask them follow-up questions when they tell their stories, and that's how you get to know. Listen to their answers. Their values will come across very seamlessly. You will hear it. Okay? And also, I need to say here, for Christians or for whatever religion you practice, you also need to know that there are dichotomies in different, religious practices. And even though you might come under one big umbrella of, say, Christianity or being a Muslim or whatever religion you practice, there might be some doctrines that you both believe in or do not believe in. These are things you need to check with them because it is essential when you start dating, or start raising or building a family. You need to raise your children in a certain way, and these are the things that are very important for you, because it will be the foundation of which your family will be built, and that's something you want to get right from the start. Okay, so that you're both Christians to not make you eligible to marry each other or compatible, that you're both Muslims to not make you eligible or compatible. Your moral beliefs, so the way you will take care of situations will probably be different from each other, and these are the things you need to get right. Another thing to look out for is, do they show chivalry? Do they invite you for that date and just go MIA? They are missing in action. They don't want to know whether you've gotten home or not, whether you arrived safely or not. How are they talking to the waiter or the waitress where you're eating? How do they make people who they think they do not need in their lives, how do they make them feel? How do they talk to them? Are they kind enough? These are things you need to look out for. All right, I'll tell you a story. One time I got invited by this guy to a dinner, an official, dinner, and then I had finished from work and I went there. At the time I wasn't driving my own car, so I went there and we had a really nice time honestly, like, there were people from all over the world. It was fun filled. There was lots of food and drinks to eat. And if you know me, you know I love really good food. So there was lots of food to eat, wine to drink, and stuff like that. Here's what happened. We finished that dinner, and then I had to book an Uber ride home. This guy did not even call to say, "Oh, did you get home safely?" I think the next time we had the conversation about getting home was like 2 days later or something. I'm like, okay, if something has happened to me, like on my way home, you wouldn't have known because you didn't care to call or find out. I'm not sure I asked him this, but in my mind, I literally just cancelled it. Like, never, nothing is going to happen, between I and this person. And this also applied to you. Like, do they even care to know whether you got home safely, or did you tell them, "Oh, I'm going to book an Uber"? And they're like, "Okay, I'm booking an Uber too," and they leave you at the venue and leave to go home. These are things you need to look out for, because it will really be very important to set the tone in your relationship and in your marriage. So you need to ensure that these foundations are really right before you go ahead. Another thing you need to look out for on that date is, whilst you're conversing, are they busy talking about themselves alone? Yeah. You need to know if they are people who are just egocentric and the world revolves around them. So when you, for example, say, "Oh, well, I had dinner last week with my friends, it was really good. Earlier in the day we had gone to the beach, hung out," and it's like, "Oh yes, me too. In fact, I went with my friends 2 years ago and it was really great. From there we went to another beach and it was nice 2 years ago." And he goes on and on and on, taking that story that you have started and making it about him. They are called conversational narcissists, and they can be men or women. You need to know, do they give room for you to also talk? Do they listen to you? People like to share their own stories. So if they're able to contain the desire to share their own stories and listen to you, that is a plus, and you will know from the first date. Another way to know if they are the right one for you right from the first date is to find out if they match your energy, if they have the vibes that you have. Are they given? Okay, I'm joking. I'm not joking about if they match your energy. I'm joking about if they are given. All right. Okay, so there are people who do not get sarcasm at all. And if you're someone who loves sarcasm and you're very sarcastic and you say it once, twice, they get angry or they're not really getting it, then you're not flowing. Like, you are not connecting. Do you get what I mean? Like, if you say something to them and you have to explain, for example, you tell a joke and you have to explain your joke to them. Let's just say you told a bad joke the first time and you do it the second time and the third time and you keep explaining all the time. Friend, there's no enough vibes. So you need to know if they match your energy. Also, the way to know if they match your energy is have conversations with them in their own interest, in your own interest, and see if there's a flow, like if there's a connection in the kind of conversations that you're having. Are they able to converse intelligently? Do they talk the way you want your ideal person to talk? Do they understand things the way you want them to understand you? These are some of the things that you need to look out for. What are their intellectual capacities? Are you able to flow on the same thing? Do you understand things the same way? Are your, outlook to life in the same line? And when I mean in the same line, I'm not saying don't see things from different perspective. Are the underlying principles on how to tackle things, how to, look at life, is it the same thing? These are the things that you really want to know to find out whether they are right for you. And this is a bonus tip, by the way, because I'm done talking about all the things you need to know. But here's a bonus tip for you. If they tick all the boxes, then you really need to pray about them. I'm a Christian and I really believe in the power of prayers and in the leading of the Holy Spirit in whatever decision you decide to make in life. and that of relationships, and dating is not out of it. So you've done all these things on your date, you've looked out for all of these signs, all of these hacks that I've shared with you, and if they really tick you need to go back to God and say, God, is this the person you really want for me? You can be real with God and say, oh God, and I really love him, this date really went well, do you think it's the one, do you think it's not the one? And God will definitely speak to you, so you need to pray about it before you put a stamp on it. And if they ticked all of these boxes, then yes, 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 they are the right ones. Go on the second day and the third day, and don't stop looking out for the signs until you get really comfortable with them, and then you can know they are the right ones for you. And of course, come back and thank me later. You know? Okay, thank you so much for joining me today on this episode. I hope you meet the right person and you have an amazing life with this person. Till I come your way again next time, my name is Esther Sunday or Suji, and the sole reason why I'm here is to help you build better relationships and to help you become a great partner to whomever you decide to date. Do not forget to like this video, give us a thumbs up if you really enjoyed watching it, and don't forget to share it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do follow me on all social media platforms. You're going to see the link in the description box below. I'd like to connect with you on all of the social media platforms. And please let me know, how did your first date go? What were the things awkward and good that someone did on a date that you went? Share with me in the comment section below, and I will be looking out for all of your stories. And oh, if you have questions that you want me to talk about or topics you want me to discuss in my next video, feel free to pop me a DM on any of my social media platforms or leave it in the comment section. Obviously, I'll say it and I'll pick it because I want to connect to you. Alright, till I come your way again the next time, be fine, stay good, and strive to be a better version of yourself. I love you. Mwah. Bye.